Thank you all for being here. I'm Obsolete Minds, and I like fighting games. So, this is the first episode of Tech Chase, a new series I'm going to use to learn tech to slap people up because right now I am terrible at this game. Um, not, I say terrible. You know, I can get wins, and me saying I'm terrible doesn't mean that, if I can beat you, oh man, you really suck. But no, just terrible for where I think I should be, you know, just considering the expectations that I have of myself. I'm terrible at this game. So my first goal, it's kind of a big one, is going to be to beat a member of the House of Chaos in one game in tournament. Everyone except for Koustics, because Koustics, if he don't respect you, he'll just play around and he'll let you get a free win. So I have to beat him twice. But anyone else, I only have to beat once. So, if you haven't seen the House of Chaos, it's a weekly East Coast US tournament held by Bum 163, where just some of the best players on the East Coast come together, and you got Posey, Dragon Von Doom, Acoustics, like I said, Prodigy, June maybe, Kung Zero, Hikari, Neo Judai, Nitro, Hook Gang God, Scamby. There's a lot of good people that are at the House of Chaos at the HOC. Either there in person a lot or in the tournaments a lot. And Bum's pretty good himself too. Bum is a TO, the tournament organizer. And even though he's just the one putting on the tournament, if you see him play, he's pretty good himself too. So he doesn't enter the tournaments very often anymore, so he doesn't really count. But if he does enter and I happen to beat him, hey, sure, why not? But I don't see that happening. Just because he doesn't, like I said, enter the tournaments that often anymore. And I mean, Bum says that if you want to get better, just join the tournaments, which I completely understand. If you want to get good, you fight good people. But when someone is just too much better than you, like ridiculously better than you don't really learn much because you don't really get to play that much. You get to see some of their setups and you get to get put in these setups that, you've seen them do, and you figure that you'd be fine, or, sometimes you're honest with yourself and you're like, oh no, he would have hit me. And yeah, just when people are just much better than you, yeah, you can learn a little bit, but you really need to fight people that are, 3 steps ahead of you as opposed to 20 steps ahead of you. And besides that, I also play on Switch right now. So first I have to get a PC because he doesn't run Switch tournaments, just PC and PS4. So first I have to get a PC, then relearn the whole game again, then I can enter. But as of right now, my problem is I suck. And I don't say that to put myself down, but really just to motivate myself to get better. And not like I suck because, like I said, I'm decent. And that's not to say that fighting games are easy. And these people that you see, you could take any of them. They're not as good as they look. No, they're good. I need to catch up, and that's why I say I suck to motivate myself so that I can eventually stop sucking and get good at the game like I want to be. But one of my real problems is, besides that, over that's an overarching problem. But my real problem right now is I come up with cool tech and combos, but I almost never implement them in game. Either because I forget maybe, or I think it won't work, or maybe I won't do it right and I'll get punished for it. I'm not really sure what the reason is. So I never end up using all the stuff that I spend all the hours in the lab training to do. So that's pretty much where this series comes in to force me to show you guys. And if I have to show it to you, then that means I have to do it. So my plan is to use this series to help me find, develop, and implement new strats in my gameplay. To help me slap niggas around and finally get that W. So all of the following episodes will be me demonstrating a new tech that I found or saw, learning the timing and how and when to best use it, trying it against the CPU in practice mode, and then going into a few matches and seeing if it works against real people. And that's really going to be the hard part. I mean, that's really the hard part in fighting games in general. Like, you can do stuff in practice mode, but it's completely different when you do it in a real game. You know, it's the pressure, and you only get one chance. You don't have infinite time to try to set up whatever it is. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do, trying to get better at. But for now, I just want to talk about my team, what I like about them, how they work together, and what my game plan is with them. So, number one, my team is just fun. They're just fun. Kefla's fun. Gotenks, they're just, it's a good team. It's a good team. They're good at multiple supers, mix-up, pressure, comboing, after supers. They're all good against system mechanics. You can't just key blast zone really any of these characters. They have all. They just have all around good synergy. The Kefla Videl shell you see sometimes. I've seen a few people that run Kefla Videl. They have a few things that they can do together that makes them good. Almost never see them with Gotenks. With those two with Gotenks. This team I've never seen anyone else play this exact team before. It's usually Videl Kefla UI, maybe Videl Kefla Android 21. But this team right here, they've got some dirty stuff that they can do together, especially with this Gotenks assist right here. It's crazy. All right, first let's talk about the Queen of Speed herself, Kefla. So this is how the team is set up. Kefla first, Gotenks mid, Videl anchor. Kefla, pretty much, her job is to make you use as many resources as she can. To just put you in as many, that wasn't a very good mix-up. To put you in just as many dirty that wasn't it either. To put you in as many just ridiculous mix-ups as she can. Sorry, I use this to mix up a lot. This is just a great move. Like, it not only does it go to the other side, but if you're far away, it brings you close. And if you're close, it brings you far away. And also when you're in the air, it brings you down at a certain angle every time. So you can use that to mix up. You go on one side, or if you can actually time it right, unlike me, she'll be so low. Oh my god. See if you do it. There you go. I can do this and either be in front, go way behind, which I don't want to do, or just right behind you. And then just this Videl having this low block stun assist. Or I can be right in front of you. That's a pretty good mix-up. I use this. Oh, this move is so good. This is pretty much the reason I started using her. Just, oh my god, that move is so good. I love it so much. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get you into as many mix-ups as I can so that you'll either spark or maybe use a guard cancel vanish, so you have to use a whole bunch of extra bars. That costs 2 bar. Kefla is, if she's not killing you, she's trying to get you to use as many of your resources as she can. That's pretty much her job when she's out here. But what I like about her, well, besides this, oh, misinputs. Oh my god, misinputs are, oh my god, so many times have they been in depth with me. That's my real issue. My real issue is misinputs. If I could just do what I wanted, just 95% of the time, I would be so good. With these fucking misinputs. Oh my god. But yeah, Kefla has good ass buttons. Like, that's a good ass button. That's a good button. She has good buttons. She can cover good ground. She has an overhead that you can combo off of if you can get it off. She has this which lets you go through Key Blast now, and it's just a really good button on the ground. So she likes to stay on the ground. She has a fast Key Blast. His Gotenks assist gives her a 4-way mix up, full screen. Like, that's a plus. Her auto combo is good. She can move around the screen really well. She has great supers. Her level 3 does so much damage and it hits everywhere. Yeah, she's a great character. Her only problems are she's a little limited in the air. She doesn't have her full tool set available when she's in the air, and it's kind of hard for her to get hits when she's by herself. So if she ever ends up on anchor, this move is good to get in on people, and she has a Key Blast, but sometimes it's just hard to get hits in on people when she's by herself. But besides that, she is a great character. I started using. First, I was using her A assist. Now I use her B assist. It's a little more situational, but it works for this team. The Key Blast assist or the beam assist is fine for neutral, but that was pretty much all it gave. And neutral isn't really that hard, guys. I mean, I see so many people where they just throw out their assist, and then once they don't have any assists, they don't know what to do. It's like, well, now what? It's like, well, now you gotta play neutral. Everyone has certain things that help them. It may not be the best tool, but it's a tool. So don't rely on your assist too much. Assists are great, but you don't want to have them be a crutch, and then you don't know what to do after, because there's going to be a lot of times where you don't have an assist. So, while we're talking about assists, let's talk about, oh baby, this assist right here. Not a lot of people use this assist when they use Gotenks. I see more C assists with Gotenks than I do his A assists, his Galactic Donuts, but it hits anywhere on screen. Like I said, it gives her 4-way mix-up. You can use it in, I'm back on you. You can, and it's also good for actual mix-ups. That's not a mix-up right there, but yeah, that assist is it's just so great. You can use it to you can use it for combo extensions. Oh, she's blocking right now. It's fine. You can use it for combo extensions. It's just an all around just great assist. His assist, it hits anywhere on screen. It has a lot of block stun, so it's going to hold him in place for a minute. It takes him a little while to come out. It takes a little bit getting used to how to use it, but it's a great assist. So now let's talk about God Tanks himself. Gotenks. he's just the glue that holds the team together. Like I said, his assist is godlike. Uh, gives mix up, combo extensions, all that. It's just great. But he himself, he has great pressure. He can he has multiple ways to make his own plus frames, which not a lot of people do in this game. He can cancel most of his moves into other moves. You can or shout cancel. Oh, shout cancel. Shout cancel is so good. As much time has been put into Go Tanks and as many people have played him. Not as many people play him now just because he got nerfed. But I think the shout cancel is, I don't know. There's still some stuff that needs to be found out with Go Tanks, and if it's up to me, god damn it, I'm gonna do it. But he has Ghost Oki, which is pretty much one of the best things in the game. Like Ghost Oki is godlike. God Tanks is just godlike. It's just add a D. He's just godlike. So it's really his only problem is his little ass buttons. Like so many times I'll be scrambling, and it's just like, oh, let me throw a button out so I can hit him, and it's like this little ass button. I guess this one is. I'm not. I mean, I guess it's okay. It certainly goes further than this and that. Like his down medium doesn't even go that far. His medium might go as far as the down medium. Like neither one of them can hit from backdash. So this is his heavy is the only move that hits from backdash, and you have to charge that up. So yeah, he's got little stubby ass buttons because he's two little ass kids. Pretty much my game plan with him is the same as Kefla. It's to just make you burn your spark. You know, I don't want you to have your spark by the end of the match. If you get to your last character and you still have your spark, you know, maybe that's your game plan. But I did something wrong if you still have your spark at your last character. Because if Hellzone Oki didn't get you to burn it, then Ghost Oki should. I've even got a spark bait punish for. Just use your spark, please. Just use your spark. That's all I want. All I want is for you to use your spark, me to not use mine, me to have a whole bunch of extra bar, so that if Videl comes in, she has a whole bunch of bar and the spark, and she can do whatever she wants. And that's all I want, guys. Just let me have that. And really, I shouldn't even have to bring in Videl. Just let me kill you with Kefla. Just let me run my game plan, do what I want, and just die already. Damn, it's not that hard. Just let me win. If you run into me, let me win. I want to feel good about myself. It's the only reason I play fighting games. So that I can beat people up and feel good about myself. I can't do it in real life. So just let me win. Thank you. But yeah, he has good ass damage. I mean, it got nerfed in the last patch, but it's still good damage. Good mix up pressure. And he's probably the character I'm the worst with. I just let how good he is just carry me. Cause look at that. Oh man, I love Go Tanks. He's really the only character that got nerfed in the last patch, but he's still a good ass character, and he might still be the best character on my team. Who knows? But yeah, God Tanks is godlike. But now let's talk about the mix-up queen herself, Videl. I just want to real quick give a round of applause to Arxis for the great job that you did in the last patch. I'm sure I'll talk about it eventually. I made a video about it, but thank you, thank you, thank you for the Videl buffs. They were, mwah, it's beautiful. All right, so mix-up queen herself. She's just disrespectful. That's why, oh my, she's just so disrespectful. Spot dodge is more disrespectful than Reflect is. She's got her counter super, that's disrespectful. The dodge actually has usability now that that you can perform after it. She has several moves that completely negate Ki Blast. She's just disrespectful, and it's just fun. She has built-in frame traps for people that like to mash. Uh, as much as I lean on Go Tanks, I lean on Videl so much. She has so much stuff built in that's just so good, and it's just the fact that she doesn't have a reflect that people don't play her, and it's like, all right, just I guess I'll play her and mix everybody because no one knows how to play against her because no one plays her, even though she's a great character. And it's funny because when you play a low tier character, you get a boost because people don't know how to play against them. But with Adele, she's even scarier when you know what she can do because she has so many options that you can't always be ready for everything. There's just no way. Like just her this series right here. From here, you can you can do whatever you want. She has so much freedom now. And then they buffed this move right here so that it has invincibility like halfway through. Adele is just so fun. Like and scary. Like I hate playing against Videl because she's so hard to block. She's so hard to block. Oh my god, just and she this jails right here, so there's nothing you can do about that. You can't reflect me away. You play Videl, guys. I don't usually like tell people what to do. But play Videl, guys. She's oh my gosh, she's so good. She's so good and so fun, and you'll get so many easy wins because no one knows what to do against her. But my game plan pretty much with her is to only bring her on when absolutely necessary. But pretty much, she's a real anchor now. So she's only going to come out when the other two characters are dead, which will give her the limit break boost, which solves one of her biggest problems, which is she doesn't do that much damage. She doesn't do nearly. I'm not going to say she doesn't do enough damage, but she doesn't do a lot of damage, like I said. So having her be the last character, she gets a damage boost automatically, and I plan on saving a spark for her too, just to make her a little bit scarier. If I got spark, now I have another option on wake up, so that if you knock me down, not only can I wake up, reflect, wake up button, down tech, all this stuff. Like there's so many options on defense, but now I have my spark still, so you have to think about that. So is she? I want her to have as many options as possible, pretty much when I'm playing with her, and leaving the spark for her. Just not only does she get the damage boost from the limit break, but also from that. So she's scary. She is really scary, and she's scary when she sparks too. There are some characters that are just more scary when they spark. They're scary, usually, but when they spark, they're just that much more. And Videla is one of those characters. When she's sparking, that there's so much more she can do. It's terrifying. Honestly, it's terrifying. I don't know how to do it. That's what this series is about to teach me, so I can learn how to do those things. But when she's in spark, it's terrifying. So that's the thing with her. She should, if it gets down to her, she should have all the resources she needs to mount a comeback if necessary. Because if I'm down to my last person, it's I'm not gonna say more than likely, but maybe I'm losing, and I want her to have everything she needs. So I mean, she can do everything by herself, which is why she's last. She has good neutral. She has reflect proof strings. She has a DP scary mix up. The only thing she doesn't have is damage, which is why she goes last. Uh, she also has ridiculous synergy with the other two assists, which, if they want to snap her in, if they're like, oh man, I don't like this Videl being last, I'm going to snap her in and take care of her first, she doesn't lose anything because these assists are. Oh, I got to be in the corner to do that. The assists synchronize with her so well. Oh shit. She can do stuff like that. where she can use the Kefla assist to steal the corner, and now, that's another four-way mix-up. I mean, she always had four-way mix-up because she has this, but yeah, to steal the corner and your opponent not know about it, that's a pretty good thing to be able to do. So yeah, if they want to snap her in, or if I feel like it's a better matchup to have her in, then yeah, there's nothing wrong with Vidal coming in and doing what she's got to do. But for the most part, she's going to be last, and if she comes in, it's only going to be because she has to. So in conclusion, I have a pretty well-rounded team. I think it's only big flaws that I have to work harder in neutral, but if I can make the opponent block, I should be able to get all the W's I need. Because once you block this team, it's just it's scary. That's when this team gets scary, when you're blocking any of them. It's yeah. So let's get a few matches in for posterity's sake, just to see where I'm at right now and see where I'm at the end of this little journey.